Hello guys, so I tell like it is. I already made my prediction for the winner of the NCAA tournament. This video is going to be about the actual matchup of the national title game for the 2018 NCAA tournament. And I'm predicting the Arizona Wildcats to defeat the Duke Blue Devils in the 2018 national title game. Recall that the Wildcats are trying to end a 21-year title drought. In this Duke-Arizona matchup, I am predicting what will be a revenge tribute for what happened in the 2001 final. Recall that 20 plus 1 adds up to 21. This would be a fitting tribute for U of A to end their 21-year title drought. But the Super Bowl in the year 2018, recall, is being played at Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm predicting the Cardinals and Larry Fitzgerald to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm predicting Larry Fitzgerald in Arizona to have revenge over the Pittsburgh Steelers at Minneapolis, Minnesota. In the same year that happens, I'm predicting the Arizona Wildcats to get revenge against Duke for what happened at Minneapolis, Minnesota in 2001. No coincidence, because revenge in gematria equals 76. Arizona versus Duke in gematria also equals 76. San Antonio, Texas, Arizona versus Duke, 166. Like I said in my first video, Wildcats win it all at San Antonio, Texas. They share a common relationship there. Likewise, this is going to be a year of Jesuit tributes. Recall that the 17-18 basketball season adds up to 35. Really special number. Catholic in gematria equals 71 and 35. Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K, is going to be 71 years old. During the NCAA tournament, during the national title game, he'll turn 71 years old in 2018. Also, it would be his 38th season as a Duke basketball coach. Once again, the revenge tribute for the Arizona Wildcats for what happened at Minneapolis in 2001. Also, the Arizona Cardinals, I'm predicting to beat the Steelers at Minneapolis 2018 in the same year that happens. The time span between Mike Krzyzewski's birthday, February 13th of 2018, and April the 2nd is a time span of 48 days. Recall that Arizona is the 48th ratified state. And Catholic, once again, equaling 71 and 35. February the 13th of the year 18 adds up to 33. This is a direct tribute to Freemasonry, because the Masons, Masonry equals 33. 33 is a number associated with sacrifice most of the times. 33 tributes means that the team, more often than not, is going to lose in the final game. Recall that the game is being played on April the 2nd, the national title game. 4-2, that forms a 42. This is a special number for the Masons. Freemason and knowledge both equal 96 and 42. As you know, it takes 5 victories to reach the national title game. Mike Krzyzewski, with a career total of 91 wins in the NCAA tournament, 5 more wins would give him 96 victories entering the national title game on April the 2nd. No coincidence that Freemason equals 42. This is a direct tribute. Also, breaking down the numbers, the site of the game is really significant for this NCAA tournament. But before I get to that, the reason why Arizona is going to win in a Catholic year of 35, 17, 18 is because Arizona, Jesuit, the Catholic Church, equals 84. Also, San Antonio, Texas, the site of the Final Four, no coincidence, in Society of Jesus, equals 56. This winner for the NCAA tournament in 2018 is going to be a special tribute to the Jesuits. Also, a time span of 56 days between Lute Olson, former Wildcats coach, and Sean Miller's birthday. Further proof that we'll see the Wildcats win the national title game. Duke basketball, historically, they have won 5 national titles. They were the runner-up 6 times. So that forms a 5-6. San Antonio, once again, equals 56. And I'm predicting Duke to lose for the 7th time in the national title game. It would give Duke a record of 5-7 in the national title game. No coincidence. I'm also predicting this year. Never mind whatever I was going to say. I was going to make another 5 tribute. But the amount of time, interesting enough, between the day that I'm predicting the Cardinals to win the Super Bowl in April the 2nd, time span of 57 days. 57 equals 31. Championship 131. Championships for Arizona, potentially, if I'm right. Also 5 titles, 7 runner-ups for Duke. Further support that this may happen. Also, Texas, once again, the Jesuit order, 69. You think about the number 69, right? And how it relates to the Jesuit order. And the Freemasons, too, are part of the gang. The Mason Zionists, the Jesuits, are all part of one, the Illuminati. No coincidence that 6 times 9 equals 54. And Jesuit order, the Blue Devils equals 54. Minneapolis, Minnesota equals 154. It was a completely rigged and scripted national title game back in 2001. 2001 adds up to 21 years ago. The U of A won the national title. 82-72. No coincidence. Adds up to 154. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Sports have always been rigged by the gang that scripts the world of sports by the numbers. It is no coincidence. It is undeniable. Recall that Donald Trump in Gematria equals 48, and Arizona is the 48th ratified state. Donald Trump had his first rallies at Arizona. The amount of time between April the 2nd and Donald Trump's 72nd birthday, time span of, you guessed it, 73 days. In Gematria, Sean Miller versus Coach K equals 73 and 190. The synagogue of Satan that rigs sports is setting this all up. The Jesuits are definitely calling on the young coach Sean Miller to face off against one of the best coaches ever, Mike Krzyzewski. Sean Miller with a really stacked team. Jesuit order, Marker the Beast 144. Once again, Minnesota equaling 38. Krzyzewski's 38th season. The last time Arizona and Duke squared off, Minneapolis, also predicting the Cardinals to win the Super Bowl once again. Miller versus Krzyzewski. It is the Zionists that rig sports. The Jesuits, also Catholicism, equals 112 in numerology. Another tribute to the Pope. You think about the 2001 title game and the 2018 title game. All this adds up to 59. This is another Jesuit tribute to the Pope. Pope Francis. His papal name is Francis. Pope Francis equals 59. The gang rigs and scripts of world of sports. It is undeniable. Arizona with 6 players back with DeAndre Ayton. Also Ayton in Gematria equals 21. I broke down one of the top recruits out there. One last tribute to a great player on my high school basketball team. He's playing with U of A this year. For those of you from my high school that are watching, Alex Barcelo equals 110. And interesting that Minneapolis equals Minnesota equals 110. A tribute to the last time that they played, but Barcelo equals 68. Championship equals 68. Another recruit, Emmanuel Acott in Gematria, also equals 68. Maybe Acott equals 68, but I did a video on Emmanuel Acott foregoing his final year, graduating earlier from high school. But his name equals 68. It's going to be Arizona over Duke, a revenge tribute, a parallel to my other prediction of revenge for Arizona over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Duke 7 runner-ups. Big Ben number 7 fails to win the 7th Super Bowl title for the Pittsburgh Steelers.